Life can get so busy and chaotic sometimes, can't it? We often find ourselves chasing after what seems like happiness, whether it's the next new gadget, a fancy meal, or even the latest binge-worthy show. But here's a thought. What if true satisfaction is something we can find beyond all of that? Today, let's dive into the idea of finding fulfillment in something deeper, God. Let's explore together what this could mean for our lives. We all want to feel fulfilled, right? We look for it in relationships, careers, and all the little pleasures of life. But when we pause for a moment and really think about it, are these things ever enough? What if, instead of chasing after the next big thing, we sought satisfaction in God instead? Psalm 17:15 reflection. Let's check out Psalm 17:15 for a moment. It says, "As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness." Isn't that beautiful? Here, David is sharing something profound. He believes that true satisfaction comes from being in God's presence and living righteously. So it's not about our temporary comforts or wins. It's about beholding God's grace. You see, David's desire, what he longed for, was to wake up every day reflecting God's likeness. Imagine that, a full satisfaction that doesn't sway with the ups and downs of life, but remains constant. Psalm 107:9 Insight. Now, let's take a look at Psalm 107:9, which says, "For he satisfieth the longing soul and filleth the hungry soul with goodness." Isn't that relatable? We've all felt that gnawing feeling of emptiness or hunger in our souls. It's like a craving for something more, something meaningful. This verse reminds us that only God can truly fill that void. We often chase after worldly pleasures to satisfy us, but they fade so quickly. The goodness that God offers fills us up in a whole different way, doesn't it? It's a warmth that wraps around your heart and brings peace to your life. Isaiah 58:11 assurance. Let's move to another beautiful verse. Isaiah 58:11. It tells us, "And the Lord shall guide thee continually and satisfy thy soul in drought." Picture that, God guiding us through life. Even when things seem barren or tough, he provides us with that inner satisfaction. Think about a garden that's well-watered and fruitful. That's how we can flourish too. God's promise is that we can be like a spring of water whose waters fail not. When we turn to him, we're nourished in ways that you just can't find anywhere else. Even when challenges arise, our souls can feel refreshed and vibrant. Practical application for today. So what does all this mean for us today? It means that when we genuinely pursue a relationship with God, we find a satisfaction that goes beyond our circumstances. It's not just about feeling good for a moment, it's about experiencing a lasting peace that fills our hearts. Imagine waking up and knowing that no matter what happens, you have that deep-rooted contentment. It changes everything. It helps us navigate life's ups and downs with a steadiness that's hard to shake. Conclusion and reflection. Let's take a moment and just be still. Sometimes we really need to pause and reflect on this truth. God alone is our true satisfaction. When we lean into his presence and truth, we discover how wonderfully he can fill our hearts and lives. We become whole in him. So friends, as we venture through life, let's remember where to seek our satisfaction. May we all find it in God now and forever. Thanks for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care.